The longer I live, the more I realize that I knew exactly what I was doing, and I didn't seem to be doing anything. But watching a wet fly on the bar, nuzzling a pool of spilled beer, I was quitting the game, tossing in my hand early. It felt grand, I tell you. It even felt dramatic. To cough it up and out, to give way, to sit there, the dirty Venetian blinds behind me. Nothing to do but get my wits up enough to cage another free drink. I had zeroed out. I was the Grand Marshal of nowhere, still young. I realized there was no place to go, ever. I was already there. I was the clown of the patrons. I was the nut. I was the heart of a heartless bar. And the drinks came, the days and nights went, the years went. I lived by my addled, crushed wits, sometimes ended up bloodied in some alley, given up for dead, only to rise again. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was doing nothing, because I knew there was nothing to do. And now I know that I knew then all there was to know. And tonight, sitting alone here, nobody about, I'm still fixing this floating, perfect aspect. My wits have gotten me from nowhere to nowhere, and death, like life, is lacking. I know so well I did right watching that fly nuzzle the beer suds as the others hustled their butts, circled in the tenebrous light. The day you were starving and watching the swans in the park, it was truly not a bad day. Watching them circle, it was quiet. You looked at their feathers, their necks, their eyes. For a moment, you thought of catching one, killing it, eating it. But you had nothing to cook one on, and you knew you couldn't do it anyway. There were many things you couldn't do, and that's why you were starving in a public park. Then there were voices. A young lady in her summer dress, and she was with her young man, and they were laughing. You looked at them and made them dead. Placed them in their grave. You saw their bones, the skulls, and you got up from the grass and left them there with the swans. You walked out of the park and along the boulevard. You began walking. Walking seemed sensible, and it wasn't a bad day. Just another day. Walking the sidewalk, the world slanting through your brain, a white shot of light. Being alone, you decided was a magnificent miracle. Nothing else made any sense at all. At night, the sweetest sound I hear is the dripping of the toilet, or some unemployed jazzman practicing his runs, a wail of martyrdom to an always incomplete self. We only pretend to live while we wait on something. We wait on something and look at diamond wristwatches through plate glass windows as a spider sucks the guts out of a fly. We pay homage to Marshall Falk's granddaughter bending over a tub of laundry. We walk down St. Peter Street, hoping to find a dime in the gutter. The dogs know us. The dogs know us best. The jazzman sends it home to me through the blue glass of a 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. He wants me to know how he feels. His feet run over my head, as a dead man sucking spaghetti, as a dead man machine gun the bridge. And in moments of rest, pray and drink good scotch. I have watched the artists rotting in their chairs, while the tourists took pictures of an old iron railing, not yet made into guns. I've seen the world, and I have seen nothing. Your best men are drunks, and your worst men are locking them up. Your best men are killers, and your worst men are selling them the bullets. Your best men die in alleys under a sheet of paper, while your worst men get statues in parks for pigeons to shit upon for centuries. The jazz man stops. My God, it's quiet. That's all I can say now. It's quiet. It's quiet. Let me think if I feel like thinking. And if I don't, Mama, let me not think. I look down on the floor. A beer carton busted open and empty says, "Don't litter. Keep America beautiful." And like the jazz man, don't want to think no more.